What's good? I'm Zach. Welcome to Psyche TV. Today we're going to be talking about frequencies. So thanks for joining. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. Alrighty, here we have my nifty cover I put together. Frequency, kind of like it came out of a Jordan Peele movie. Probably inspired by that too. But yeah. So we got frequency, life, and death. Let's get it. So 1 second. Put my glasses on. All right, it says the hidden danger of lower frequencies. Frequency near infrasound below 20 hertz are known as death tones. Found in hunted environments, natural disasters, and the renaissance of organs shutting down, basically death if you're dying. Those are the frequencies that the body give off. It says can trigger dread, hallucination, and sense of being watched. So sense of being watched, like when you watch a horror movie or something like that, you may feel like whatever you're watching that movie, like that creature or demonic, entity is watching you or coming to get you in a sense. And that's those are sounds or frequencies that they put in horror movies to make you feel that way, like on edge or anxious or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. So it says rap and bass heavy music. 808 sub bass often hovers close to those infrasound ranges, paired with lyrical themes of violence, drugs, and despair. Dang. So when I just read that, I thought about, like all the YN rappers, whatever they call them, like shoot, we got Future, hype up about shooting up churches and stuff like that. What's that guy name? NBA young boy, whatever get y'all, hyped up, knuck if you buck type stuff. Yeah, paired with lyrical themes of violence, drugs, and despair. Okay, let's keep going. What we got? It amplifies the subconscious message of death, emptiness, and destruction. So I'll say y'all listen to this rap music and whatever other media y'all have that give out or below 20 hertz, subconsciously, the message that you're getting is of death, emptiness, and destruction, which I believe, make you act out or act out of emotions, or I would say even just be destructive, self-harm type stuff. It says the body feels the tones even in the ear. My bad. The body feels the tones even if the ear cannot fully process them. Dang. Crazy. Let's keep going. All right, it says low frequencies, 20 to 200 hertz. Music genres. We got rap, trap, dubstep, reggae, horror scores. Horror score. This is like scores, I guess, from like horror movies, different tones and sound effects they play. It says dangers. So just think when you listen to certain rap songs, yes, or watch certain horror movies, do you tend to feel, I would say, any of these symptoms right here below? I'm gonna say that, let's say extremely low frequencies, infrasound, 20 hertz are linked to physical unease, nausea, dizziness, anxiety. Do you tend to feel any of that? I think about the not Doja Cat, Dochi. She got a song called Anxiety. That's funny. In some research, low sustained bass has been connected to feeling of dread, almost like sensing death. That's crazy. Let's see. Rap, trap, dubstep, reggae. I don't know what somebody would listen to it, make them feel like they sensing death besides a horror movie. I mean, let's listen to some Rod Wave. Yeah, some sad music. Anywho, let's get back to it. It says, okay, I already read that part. It says in rap/trap, overuse of 808s and sub bass can push the subconscious into a graveyard frequency, mirroring vibrations similar to the body's state during death or extreme stress. So overuse of the 808 into a graveyard frequency. So I'm not sure how you would measure frequency when you listen to music. Like say in your car, you put something on. How would you measure the frequency? What kind of tool would you use? Because if there is a tool out there, I'll probably use it before I listen to anything. All right, let's keep pushing. It says health risks. So yeah, it says chest tightness, headaches, tinnitus. For the long they call it tinnitus. Tinnitus, potential hearing damage. Dang. I says triggers flight or fight. I said that backwards. Trigger fight or flight response unnecessarily, keeping the body in survival mode. That don't sound good at all. Shoot. And to think about it, yeah, a lot of people listen to this type of music. I say a lot of people. Some people listen to this type of music, live a particular lifestyle, and what they listen to in the music, they try to act out, which put them in that position, to have to live in survival mode, regardless of whether it's the music or not. But it's kind of like, you got to watch your back, on alert 24/7. It says subconscious message feels primal, instinctive, grounding, but also foreboding, can subconsciously suggest dominance, aggression, or danger. Some argue bass heavy rap encodes death energy, invoking themes of violence, darkness, and lifelessness. Oh, thinking about them YNs again. That's what they call them. I ain't gonna say what it is, but those individuals that want to throw their life away, want to be a gangster, live that street life, those type people. Yeah, I mean, because if you think about it, what they normally listen to, shoot, I don't know, I don't listen to rap music, but when I did, it was more so like Chief Keef, Black Air Forces. Chief Keef, I don't know, shoot, but like I said, Future, he talk, I would say, very what's the word I'm looking for? Reckless. So his rap is, he has some reckless rap. Um, yeah, NBA YoungBoy, NLE Chopper, Walk 'em Down type stuff. All it's about shooting and killing somebody, looting. I said looting. Wow, shooting and killing, credit card scamming, that type stuff. Is that death energy, which invokes themes of violence, darkness, and lifelessness, like not caring. Got to get that get back. All right. Movies and TV. So it says the 20 hertz low frequency is used in horror and action. I didn't know it was used in action. I thought it was just horror. But it says horror and action. So it says low rumbles build dread or simulate death presence. Low rumbles. Trying to think of a movie that I've watched or a TV show I've seen that requires or that had low rumbles in it. Not too sure. Subliminally says something bad is coming. Okay. Yeah. Clothing, heavy dense wool, denim, leather. So these type of cloths or clothing, linens, give off that frequency. Convey protection, but also heaviness, burden, rigidity, subconsciously grounding, but can feel restrictive or weighed down. I guess jeans, depending on what type of jeans you have, they can feel that way. If you got like some flex fit, maybe not as much, but I get the point. Or like leather, you get hot in leather, or like a leather jacket type thing. Your skin can't breathe. I get it. All right, so we got mid frequencies, 200 to 2000 hertz. Music genre would be rock, pop, country, folk. Folk music, nice. Country music, I like country music. And I can see I'm more of a mid-range guy, I would say. It says health risk, ear fatigue at concerts. Never been to a concert a day in my life. Sorry, y'all. Ear fatigue at concerts, vocal strain, subconscious message, warmth, familiarity, storytelling. That's a lot in country music that I know of, and rock music. I guess shoot, all three of those right there. I'm not sure about folk. Never heard of it. Humanity. So it's balanced. Mid frequencies keep you in that, put you in a balanced mood, a balanced mode. It says neither heavy nor angelic, but grounded in everyday life. Flexible. All right, as far as mid range movies, it says dialogue conveys reality and human connections. Too much mid range can feel
Monotonous.
how you say that mono mono monotonous or dull. Clothing. So for mid range clothing would be cotton, linen, polyester blends. So with the cotton, I know cotton and I think wool. I think it is. I forget what it is, but I know cotton has a pretty good frequency. You know, as far as like staying healthy and whatnot. It doesn't zero out your frequency like polyester does. When polyester will take your actual frequency, which is around I think like 92 hertz, down a bit. So yeah, just be careful what you wear. I know polyester is bad too because it has microplastics in it. Polyester itself, I believe, not polyester blends, but polyester itself has microplastics and formaldehyde and some more stuff in it that can get into your skin and cause other health issues. Okay, so to keep going, it says feel approachable, everyday, casual, subconscious, balance, and normalcy. Normalcy. All right, on to the next one. High frequency. This is where we want to be. I think we may get a longer lifespan in this range right here. So high frequencies, 2,000 to 20,000 hertz. Music genre, classical, jazz, ambient, uplifting, EDM. I like all of those. Health risk, overexposure, migraine, sensitivity, faster hearing loss. Yeah, I got that already. I wear hearing aids, you guys. Um, Subconsciousness, message, spiritual, transcending, heavenly, symbolizes purity, inspiration, hope, and horror. Sharp violin, screech, mimic fear and pain. Let me see, jazz music. Yeah, I like Miles Davis, John Coltrane. Also like what's his name? What a Wonderful World. Louis, yeah, my boy Louis Armstrong. And I like EDM as well. Classical, somewhat. I always keep on moving. Movies, TV for the high range. So we have sci-fi and fantasy, sparkles, magic. Okay, so like Disney type stuff. Sci-fi and fantasy, sparkles, magic, futuristic wonder, children's shows, high bright sound that excites the brain. Oh, it's that Coco Melon type stuff, which is bad for kids, is what I was told. Uh, huh. Huh. Okay. I'll say clothing. We have a light, airy silk. How you say that word? Chiffon, 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 mesh. Feels delicate, elegant. Ooh, ethereal, ethereal. Subconsciously higher state of beauty, grace, even sensuality. What that? Sensually. Oh my goodness. I gotta sound that out. Sensuality. I ain't never heard of that one. The ITY on it. Okay, so let's see. Light, airy silk, blank mesh. I can see it. Feels delicate, elegant, ethereal. Not bad. All right, so I got a couple verses on here. I got Proverbs 18:21 in the Passion Translation. It says, "Your words are so powerful. that they will kill or give life, and the talkative person will reap the consequences. So, with that being said, I ain't gotta really explain it, do I? So yeah, be careful what you say. Like I said, like, in the beginning, when God created the earth, he spoke it into existence. And we also have that power to speak things into existence. So we can speak life and death. And in that, depending on who you're talking to, he's talking about, you can either tear them down or lift them up. Like my mom and grandma always say, if you don't have anything to say nice, then don't say anything at all. And I believe this is the reason why. Because your words can curse somebody. Even though it's maybe unintentionally, you don't want to speak bad on nobody. And yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I summed it up pretty well. And yeah, your intentions, I would say your intentions and what you speak is what bring forth manifestation, what you believe, your faith. Okay, so we have Matthew 12:36, Passion Translation. It says, "You can be sure of this, when the day of judgment comes, everyone will be held accountable for every careless word he has spoken." So you'll be held accountable for every careless word you have spoken. So when you speak, mean it, and don't just speak to be heard. That's what I get from it. So every careless word has been spoken. When this was written, there was no social media. But now that we have social media, and we like to get on there and, have Twitter wars and, go back and forth in the comments, be slick because they can't put hands on us, But I do think our comments and the way we conduct ourselves online also plays a part in this verse right here. So yeah, just be mindful of what you say. I know you can be fun. You can be funny at times, but at the same time, I think you want to lift people up, and whatever you say, let it have meaning to it. So yeah, it says words shape how we see ourselves and others. Like I was saying, you don't want to turn nobody down. You could say one thing to somebody, and that could, I don't know, really mess them up, just because I guess in their eyes they see you as somebody of high regard. So yes, his words shape how we see ourselves and others. They can plant seeds of healing or harm. And I put media, parenting, and social right here. When I say social, I mean like social media, your social groups, who you hang with and whatnot. As far as media go, not only when you speak in things, but also what you listen to, So it goes for like rap music, they make the music for us to listen to. So if we are feeding on their music and digesting it, that's what's inside of us. So I'm gonna play a video. If I can find the video, I'll play it. But it talks about I guess this one guy. He was talking to water. He had like three things of water. One thing of the water, one container of the water, he would say I love you, speak positive to. The second one he would say I hate you to. And then the third one he just ignored. And in the study that he did, the one that he said I love you to, the water ended up, how would I say, thriving? I have to show you the video. I think he like froze it, and they all three of them had different characteristics. So when he said I love you to, tend to have the more positive characteristics to go with it. And I think somebody else did the same thing with rice, and the one that they said I love you to, the rice didn't mold. The one they said I hate you, the rice molded. And the one that they ignored, I think it's slightly molded, but not as bad. If I can find those videos, I'll put them in the video. I add them to this video. But yeah, so as far as media go, like I was saying, what you watch, what you listen to, what you read, all that has an impact on your life and on your frequency, basically. And what you put out as well. Parenting, don't know. Like, say if you grew up being cursed at, like your parents were tough on you. If you can think back, how does that affect your life today? What did your parents do back then? What did they say back then that has become a characteristic for you, I guess, in a negative or positive way? And as far as social, like I said earlier, from social media, friend groups and whatnot. Hang around good people, hang around positive people, do positive things. So, and let's see what else we got. I think that's it for this. I got this right here. One sec. So this is kind of like to sum it all up. It says energetic frequency is the biofield vibrational health. This is on the food, I believe. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. Everything tend to have frequency or vibration. Everything, every living organism. Yeah. And some other objects I would think have a frequency vibration. So it says energetic frequency, biofield, vibrational health. This is where people talk about food carrying a vibrational frequency that can affect your body's own energetic state. Yeah. Living organisms, plants, humans, animals produce weak electromagnetic fields and measurable vibrations. Food that are alive, fresh, and close to nature tend to show higher frequencies when tested with sensitive equipment like bioresonance or what's that? Kirlian photography. So I guess that might be the tool you might need to test frequency. It says processed and artificial foods tend to have lower frequencies, sometimes described as energetically dead. Y'all need to put them Takis down, y'all. Put the Takis down. Pick up some grapes or something. Seeded. All right, let's see. It says fresh produce, organic fruits, veggies is around 60 to 90 millihertz. Is it millihertz? Megahertz. Millihertz. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. Fresh herbs, especially essential oils, up to 100 to 300 megahertz. You may just start drinking some essential oil. Fresh herbs. Some oils like rose are said to resonate even higher. Rose oil. Didn't know that. I said it's cooked but wholesome foods, 40 to 60 megahertz. Is it megahertz or millihertz? Milla. I'm gonna say millihertz. Yeah, I don't know what mega come from, but it says processed foods, fast foods, junk foods, often 15 millihertz. So processed foods, fast food, junk food, often 15. So that McDonald's, y'all be eating those. I've had McDonald's in like about 10 years. The last time I had it was like in Japan. I had it in Japan. I came back stateside, had it again to compare it, and that was the last time I had it. But yeah, processed foods, chips, all that, fast food, McDonald's, Burger King type stuff, junk food. I think it's all the same. Sorry if I keep hitting the mic. It says canned microwave or heavy refined foods. Canned microwave or heavy refined foods. I guess because it has preservatives in it, so there's no nutrients. It says so canned microwave or heavy refined foods, sometimes considered close to 0 millihertz, energetically lifeless. So at that point, it's like, what's the point of eating it? It's lifeless. You just getting full, but not getting any nutrition from it. This is your body's health frequency is said to range around 62 to 72 millihertz. Fresh, high vibration foods may support that range. Fresh, high vibration foods may support that range. So eat your veggies. Junk food and processed items may lower your frequency, making you more vulnerable to fatigue, illness, or negative moods. Illness as in cancer and all that other stuff. Colds, pneumonia, all of it. Let's see if we got anything else. I think that's it on the slides, you guys. So now I'm gonna show you guys a few videos. Let's see. So the videos I'm gonna show you. Let's see. Let me go back. Boom. So the videos I'm gonna show you are pertaining to, I think, horror. Yeah. So let's talk about the 20 to 200 millihertz, right? So I'm gonna show you like let's see, one, two. I'm gonna show you 3 videos, and I'm gonna find the other ones if I can. But I'm gonna show you 3 videos right now. 2 of them will be like horror films. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but be sure to listen for the frequency if you can, or just be self-aware as you watch, listen, and see how you feel. See if you noticing some type of presence, if somebody's watching you or you're on edge. So, yeah, test run. I won't play the whole thing. Let me take my glasses off. It's the glare. Let's get it.
7th of September.
There's something in the attic. Ed, there's an evil here. Something I've felt before. This thing.
So like that low bass is what's kind of giving that, what's gonna happen type feeling, that I'm being watched type feeling. All right, I'm gonna play this one. I guess there's a new movie coming out. Yeah, it might be out already, but just listen to it. I don't think this is a scary one, so I may let the whole one play.
Look who's here!
Now it's starting to get dark. Low frequency. Yeah, so you can hear that. Well, you can barely hear anything, but it's like a pressure in your ear, which kind of make you kind of anxious. Oh, what's about to happen next? And I have one more I want to show, which is more so angelic. So for the last 2 I just played, notice how your mood will change to more relaxed, more calm. So I hope you was able to experience that with me. The difference is what I was talking about. I'm gonna find those other 2 videos and I'll be sure to add them. I think it's XX Tentician, how you say his name. And it's another video. I'm gonna see what I can find real quick. I should have it already. 1 second.
In this experiment, Dr. Emoto's researchers used a glass of Tokyo tap water, which seems to be unable to form crystals, and performed a test. Participants placed the glass in the center of their circle and sent gratitude to the water. Studying the water under the microscope, they started to see a crystal formation. Increased magnification showed the symmetry of the crystal, revealing how the tap water was transformed by the gratitude sent by the group. The crystal continued to grow, expressing the energies received. The tap water from Tokyo finally produced a beautiful crystal.
It was interesting to see children so completely astonished after they witnessed the difference in Tokyo tap water, before and after they sent the prayer. Their mothers were kind of skeptical before this experiment.
I mean, that's part of it. Let's see if I can find the other one that I mentioned. The rice one.
Dr. Emoto has conducted another interesting experiment.
He placed rice into 3 glass beakers and covered it with water. And then every day for a month, he said, "Thank you" to one beaker, "You're an idiot" to the second, and the third one he completely ignored. After 1 month, the rice that had been thanked began to ferment, giving off a strong, pleasant aroma. The rice in the second beaker turned black. And the rice that was ignored began to rot. Dr. Emoto thinks that this experiment provides an important lesson, especially with regard to how we treat children. We should take care of them, give them attention, and converse with them. Indifference does the greatest harm.
Yo. So, like he was saying, he said the rice experience can also be put in regards on how you treat children. So, yeah, if you cursing at your kids, mishandling them and stuff like that, then yeah, they're gonna turn out bad for society. Supposedly, I pray that they don't, but that's kind of like the upbringing that you have is what make you a good citizen or not,
Sometimes it's to help people find themselves, because music is frequency programming. Music is frequency. What frequency are you being fed? I will hope a motherfucker, before they go pull some negative shit out this conversation, they pull this part of the conversation, and then see that I'm really, really actually helping people, bro. Let me be detailed. At 15 years old, I was doing sound engineering. So I was playing with frequency. I was playing with equalizers. Now, I think it's it's not a sonar wave. I forgot, it's like an alpha wave or a sonar wave or something like that. I figured out that hertz is to understand the frequency vibration, right? So there's kilohertz. There's hertz, kilohertz, megahertz, right? And then I think it's ultra hertz. If I play with those frequencies, right, I can.
So yeah, I guess earlier when I was saying megahertz, millihertz, I wasn't sure. It's megahertz, not milli. Thinking like milliseconds, millimeters. But yeah, so it's megahertz. That's what he said. So possibly.
Target certain parts of the mind, target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind, and I can literally, like, if I want you to astral project, right? You know what astral projection is?
No.
If I want you to astral project, or if I want you to go to sleep, or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that. These little niggas out here don't give a fuck enough to go into that science, bro. These little niggas ain't studying kilohertz, megahertz, and doing all this shit. These little niggas don't know how to equalize, compress, and do all this shit. And the ones that do, okay, maybe your music not good enough to where it got to where, or maybe you not real enough. Maybe your goal's not good enough. Sorry. There's some people out here that do that. You know what I'm saying? That do work. But maybe you ain't putting in the ambition. Maybe you ain't saying the right shit. Maybe you not you. Maybe you.
Excuse his vernacular. But yeah, that's scary. So if you know how to do it, he know how to do the whole engineering and equalizing to the point where you can make whoever your music is for do certain things or go out and, murder people, do drugs, all that type stuff. That's crazy. It's kind of like MK Ultra in a sense, or indoctrination for the most part. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.